Hello everyone and welcome back to Into the Radius. Some of you are probably wondering, wait, why is there another Into the Radius video? You already finished the story. Well, it's because I want to do something else, because Into the Radius introduces a lot of different weaponry in the games, a bunch of tools and stuff like that you can use when you're playing. But I never got around to actually checking the rest of them out. We use sawed-off shotguns, we use the M4, we use my favorite... Oh, where are you? There you are. My favorite sniper rifle in the entire game. And of course we had our trusty pistol for the majority of the game. But today I want to go and overview some of the other guns that we haven't got to see. That's it for the intro. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. I have me here who's going to tell you everything else. And yeah, we'll jump right straight to it. Well, remember to like the video, mates. That way you can make more of this series. You can also sub to the channel and follow me on Twitch. I would appreciate it very much if you did. Well, with that being said, thank you mates for checking it out, and let's go ahead and jump in. So as a start, we're going to be going over some of our smaller pistols that we haven't used yet, which is typically our OTS and our PP... That's not a good thing to say. The 91. So here is our firing ground. We don't have a lot of ammo, but this is just going to give off the weapons and, you know, see how they do. So what best place to check than in an actual battlefield? So let's go and start it off with our spawn. Let's see how you handle. The gun kind of sounds like a silenced weapon, but it's not. And it takes 918 ammo. But I did want to move on to the next one. This will kind of caught me off guard. The mags for it was not what I expected at all. The mag actually is like an extended mag compared to the regular gun. I'm not sure if there's an actual properly sized clip for this one. That's the mags, and for the automatic fire mode. It's just like a regular pistol, but then we have full auto. That's interesting. And the reason why I came out here too is because we're going to be dealing with some heavily armored mates. In the cases we want to be in the worst condition if it's in the benefit too. I was able to shoot that mate. I never really noticed that there was bullet drop in the game. That's pretty dang good. Hold up, let's go find the other mate. They will shoot down all the way. That's a good gun. Should have bought this at the beginning, my goodness. Alright, and that takes us to our last 18mm gun. E91. I'm just going to call it that because I don't want to say that first part together because it's a little weird. So this is the Keta, they call it. Submachine gun. I feel like it's pretty standard, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get the job done. Hi. Oh, the single shot? Okay, so I'm clicking and holding right now. Switching. I like. Similar to the other pistol, it has a safety, single, and full auto. Keep on safety, I am. That works pretty dang easy. Okay. And back to the full auto. I actually didn't expect much out of the 918, but I didn't think it'd actually be pretty good in higher level areas like this. So you literally could go an entire game on just these kind of weapons, if you have the ammo for it too. Out of all the 918s, I love this one a lot. Just for the sheer fact that it is a gun that works, a submachine gun or rifle that isn't. So I would say it's that one, the submachine gun, and then our little man's right here. So now we have our 919 ammo. I think the only two guns on here that I haven't used are these two, the G17 and G18. Alright, we're back at the first area. So this is the G17. Looks like it has an attachment on it, so we'll be able to add probably a flashlight or something just right off the bat. If you just bought the flashlight, you don't have to buy the upgrade, it's already there. So that's probably what's decreasing the damage, is just having the extension on it. The difference between is the fire rate, equal recoil. So it's quite possible that our G18 right here is going to be our likely highest candidate for this run through. Alright, so this is G17. It does have a quick fire rate, relatively speaking, to itself. It's very loud, so you know that's a kick. But doesn't mean that it has higher damage. Wait a minute. Ah, there's no safety on this one. Ooh. So that's the single shot with the G18. And it took that main out in a single shot, and then we were able to take out the orb. So right off the bat, it looks like it's already more powerful. But I didn't see anything about it being or having a higher fire rate. Unless... That's pretty dang good. God, the fire rate is so high on this. The amount of times I would have saved myself if I had known that these guns existed. Well, they existed, I just didn't think they were good enough. Never underestimate your guns, people. That's a fact and a warning. Be careful where you use your weaponry. Oh, hi. Oh. Oh. I'm here to accept my bullets, so that's a problem. I'm trying to find you. I'm so glad that I'm finally testing these out, but I'm very disappointed in myself for not realizing what I could have had. So I would say in most cases, definitely the G18, then after, and then of course G17. Of course, if you like simpler tools that are just quick and to the point that have a lot of complexities, then you probably go for the G17, but a lot of the aspects of both G17 and G8 are very similar. It's just that one has a better fire rate, so that's how I'd rank those as a pretty good. So now we are jumping into more than just the 9mm, which I think in most cases we have used the TT33 and we have used the pea shooter short version. So you literally have one more gun to try out, the pea shooter original, and they take obviously regular mags. So we'll see where things go from there. Alright, so I think this one is pretty standard, pretty easy to understand. It's just the regular version of pea shooter short. Now I know that's not actually what this gun is called. It's not called the pea shooter, but I call it that just to, you know, not make it weird. Among other weapons, there is actually a second section of weapons for the 919 ammo. So we have the MP5000 and we have the double P2000. I did just buy the double P2000, but I already have the MP5K on hand. So luckily I didn't have to spend $3,500 to pay for it. But that brings us to our next weapons, these ones. Sorry about the mess, I tried to organize as much as I could, but I had to go out into the field to collect some ammo, that way I didn't have to pay for it. Don't mind that there's a whole stack of AR magazines right here, this just seems to be the one that I get a lot of. But let's go ahead and just jump into our guns. Alright, kicking it off at the beginning again. So things to know about these two weapons is they actually have a different feature compared to pistols and other submachine guns. They actually have so let's start off with double P2000. So the double P2000 has a 20 round mag, and also similar to the other weaponry, there is safety, and then the single dot for single shot, and then full auto. Pretty small fit item compared to most weapons. I think the Beretta has a larger section in the majority of these parts, so that's pretty good to start off with. Okay, so it is a pretty quiet shot. Full auto. Okay, I would say probably not a first choice for me. So here we have our MK5000. I just call it the 5000 because it's 5K, but it also has a retractable stock that helps with your balances, and similar to the other gun, it has safety, single shot, semi-auto, so that's a different feature, and then full auto. So with our good mate here, we could try semi-auto. Yeah, that works pretty well. And then for full auto, it has a slight kickback, but it actually maintains if you really know how to hold down your grip at the start. But between those two, I would definitely prefer the MP5000. It's actually more beneficial than this gun. If you're into submachine guns, then this is definitely what you want to take out with you. But especially for pistol users, you can always just go on a single run. Just make sure you have the ammo capacity for you and you don't bullets, because these things do hit at a pretty high fire rate. But it's really up to you whether you find it beneficial to use a submachine gun. So let's go ahead and move on to our next weapons, the .357 pistols, which consists of the MP412 Rex, so just the Rex, and the Deagle. The Deagle is a good one. I've always liked the Deagle in whatever game I can get, and I'm looking to get one actually in 7 Days to Die I'm playing recently. But we're going to test these two out right now. And those are some pretty high prices, so let's hope that we actually can afford it. Oh. That's not good. Of course, I'm kidding. I already bought the guns. So there won't be any grinding needed for that. Ah, beautiful morning at Bolotski village. Oh. Our first contestant. Hi. I'm gonna test this out on you. You okay with that? Oh. That was not what I expected. And like a revolver, the shots come properly. But maybe I can get these tested out on some other mates as well. But let's see how our shots do. Ooh, that was a single shot. I don't even know if it was a headshot. Well, that was a headshot. That went right in my face. Dang, these are like one-shot things. Oh my god. These hollow points are dangerous. I love it. So, next up we have our Desert Eagle. It's a beautiful little creation. Uses the same shot as our other gun, so it should do about roughly the same impact. Does a little less damage actually, but it has higher recoil, so probably not the best choice. Ooh. It's a hefty gun too. That is a beautiful weapon. So comparatively, damage is much less, the accuracy is relatively the same, recoil is so much higher. Oh, I'm gonna get shot at. It looks like our little gun here has a good sense of power, so if you're willing to take your time with weaponry, definitely go with this one. But the thing about the Deagle is it doesn't require each individual slot to fill up these slots, because it does have a mag. It really depends on what your preference is or how you can handle when you're out here. I would say they're pretty even. This does better damage, just takes a while to reload, but if you know what you're doing, should be pretty quick, pretty easy. But it's very quick action, but the damage is much less. So I can't really say that one is better than the other, especially since they both do some pretty kick-handed action for themselves. So next we have our 1270 shotguns, which is typically the shotguns. Now, two of these we have used on occasions. Our good old Izzy here has been our companion for a good chunk, but Izzy sort of has actually been a pretty good compatriot for us as well as a double shotty. But the ones that we haven't got to test is a Sega, our Spaz, and oh, we also have another Izzy, it looks. I like to call them Izzies because of the IZ part, but the Izzy 27s is what we usually use, but we have ourselves a older Izzy, the 81. So let's go ahead and jump into the shotguns. So let's go ahead and kick it off with Izzy 81. This mate is the stronger version of the regular shotguns that we usually use in this game. But the reload method, I believe, is a little different because we have to insert them at the bottom. And right off the bat, this is actually a lot better because you have a 5-slug containment unit instead of our regular double barrels, which the Izzy 21 shotgun and a sort of, oh shoot. So as reloading, a lot of the times when I was using those, this one gets 5 shots to the chamber and simultaneously also has these slot pockets for easy reload whenever you need it. And we are dealing with actual slugs instead of buckshot right now, but we do have both, so we'll be able to test them both. But let me see, we do have a copper here, so he's going to probably start shooting at me. So that's definitely something to learn because I've never had to deal with that kind of stuff before, a high. So when holding this, you actually have to press the trigger to reload it. You actually have to press it and sniper back on it to reload. But we haven't even got to check out buckshot yet. It doesn't hit his head. Ooh, I had to use 3 shots on this thing already. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi. Stop. That's the idea. Ooh, a headshot. Oh, and luckily if you actually need to check it, you can just click a little bit and then let go and it'll go back. Alright, so here we have our Spars 12, damage pretty high. Pretty high recoil though, but the fire rate is pretty low. Unlike the other shotguns that just have the socket that you slide them into, this one has the slide and load segment. Closely more like the rifles, like snipers or calibers, instead of your regular rifle which has mags. So I'll give this bad boy a whirl. Ooh! The shotguns, they're meant for close range, so they should not be snipers.
Forgot to mention that this gun contains 8 rounds per barrel
instead of 6 or 2. And this sucker sounds like it packs one heck of a punch. We were able to get a good test out of this one and I'm loving it. I'm right here. Oh, I gotta go.
So now we have our Saiga 12K, which is a very interesting shotgun.
I would have never expected it to look like a rifle. It literally looks like you can attach a regular magazine and shoot it like a regular rifle. Close to the AK, but it's not. Oh, and it has the latch as well. So this one's a little bit different because it does take a mag. Here I have the mags. That one caught me by surprise because I wasn't expecting an actual mag for a shotgun. Currently have our buckshot loaded and we'll see how it works on these mates. And it does take a capacity of 6, but compared when you actually have the mag only holds 5. So you can literally put 1 shot in the chamber and then let out the rest of the 5. Yep, I figured. So in some sense, it is a shotgun,
but it just acts like an assault rifle.
Which was a new realization looking at this. Compared to a regular rifle, it doesn't maintain that many shots at once if you don't hit your spot. Which means you're going to have to carry a lot of mags, and each one is roughly 5, so you can only carry about 20 shells at once. Which is not highly beneficial, I gotta say. But compared to the 5, I would say that the Spars 18 is my highest ranked one, because it is a heavy shotgun, it has more mag space than the rest of the guns, and you can get so many shots in all at once as the shells sit in the chamber without any other properties. And then seconded, I would have to say, is the Saiga, because you actually get mags, smaller capacity, roughly 6, actually 5, considering the situations where you might be in a battle, so you have to reload as quick as possible. So the Saiga has very quick action, and you don't have to keep reloading it that much. Then after that, of course, third place is the Easy 81. I love that one a lot. I will say that our fourth place one is the sawed-off, because it's a single-handed weapon. In a shorter range, we do more damage. And then, of course, Easy 27, standard double-barrel shotgun, makes it last. But I'm gonna have to say, mates, that this is the end of the video because, well, we checked out about half the sections of the guns for today's episode. So if you guys do want to see the other weapons, then do consider liking this video. As you can see me later on, he's going to tell you the exact same thing, and yeah, just keep it in mind. But that's where I'm going to end it, mates. So thank you for checking it out, and we'll see where we go from there. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hi mates, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did,
of opportunities. The committee assures you that the Majorsk security zone is under total control.